Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Guidewell Insights Lounge. We're here at the Oliver Wyman Health Innovation Summit. My name is Kate Warnock, and I'm delighted to bring our next guest, Dr. Kent Bradley. Dr. Bradley, welcome to the interview.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
We're happy to have you, especially you just came in from all your travels, so glad that you're here with us. So, Dr. Bradley, you are the founder and managing principal of BTN Advisors. All right, let's start with your first question. You're going to help open the summit tomorrow by speaking on the subject of making engagement make business sense. What are your top points going to be?
Well, I think in the area, everyone talks about engagement, right? So they, in fact, Health Affairs put this piece out that engagement's the next blockbuster drug. I think the point that I'm going to be making is that we don't necessarily think about engagement as actually getting to understand the individual, their wants and needs, and how to really deliver something that's important to them, which is a relationship, and that communication to engender that relationship. So I'll be talking a little bit about one particular company that I advise, and that company's Frame Health, where they've been focused on looking at one's personality and the richness of that engagement that occurs that we already understand in the human resources and in the job selection arena, where, you know, as I get to know you and I can then coach you better, or as a leader, the more I am aware of who I am, the better leader I am. How can that same dynamic of getting to understand a person's personality improve the clinical experience?
That sounds fascinating. It's going to be a great case study, I'm sure. Yeah. So, all right, next question for you. As I was kind of doing some research on you, Dr. Bradley, I came across an article that you had published on LinkedIn, and it was titled "The Things We Don't Speak About." And you name a novel solution for what Alexandra Drain, one of your panel partners, terms the unmentionables. Tell us more about the approach that you came up with to address the unmentionables.
Well, first off, I don't take any credit for the concept of the unmentionables. That's Alex and her work and study that reveal that there are a lot of different things that we don't like to talk about, and in those areas that we don't talk about, they actually significantly impact our health and well-being. And that there are certain things that can enhance the possibility of having a bad health event, or things that can buffer you in that experience. What I've been focusing on, really spending a lot of my, if you will, my discretionary time, my passion time, is around the support of work that focuses on how do we get people first aware and beginning a conversation, and what is accessible. And to me, what's accessible to all is music. And so it's the use of music and video to really hone in on the engagement of a particular issue to start the conversation. I just think that, and this is through video, so visual storytelling, but through music. I think that's an untapped area. When we think of how we normally market, it's usually with a particular agenda perspective versus just allowing the music to be the thing that brings people in, and then through music starting a conversation.
I love it. So definitely recommend everyone find that article on LinkedIn and click through, because I know that you link back out. All right, so again, going back to your background, Dr. Bradley, your career followed a trajectory from the military to now advising cloud-based companies and fostering artist communities. What has translated among all of those moves in your career?
I think the fundamental thing that's driven me throughout my career, and I imagine it's true for most people, and that is the importance of wherever I'm at. We all yearn for a relationship. We all yearn for meaning. And whether I was in a military serving, whether I was working as a consultant, working with clients, working on nonprofit arenas, the thing that connects them all, that actually connects to the issue of engagement, is the power of relationship. And I think I have a concern as well, that as we increasingly become connected, which is critically important and is in fact an accelerator of a lot of good, there's also this concern that we are becoming increasingly less connected in a human sense. And so how do we nurture those relationships? And what's translated across everyone is this aspect that at the end of the day, we're in a people business, and people matter, and we have to translate that into relationships and how we provide meaning in what we do.
And I love about your response here, Dr. Bradley. One of the overarching themes for the summit is the consumer imperative. So as you frame that out, you're talking about relationships. You're talking about the right way to connect people through music. Kind of a novel approach, but speaks to emotion. I think that you really are you're putting solutions into place that does put that consumer right in the center, which is where they always belonged.
Well, thanks.
So it's exciting again to explore your career and your current position. So our final question for you, Dr. Bradley, what has you most excited about how consumerism is transforming healthcare from the outside in?
Well, I think the whole area of consumerism really is understanding the person-centeredness of this and recognizing that if we really believe in the consumerism movement that we see in healthcare, what we're really getting at is the empowerment of people. And I believe whenever people take back that locus of control and they feel empowered, that can translate to so many other aspects of their lives. And in the area of health, it really can help with not only their experience of care, which we need to be very cognizant of, it also can improve their health journey in and of itself. So if there's anything about the outside in is from consumerism is the fact that we're thinking about how to better empower individuals to lead the life that they want to lead.
I just did think of a little PS, a little postscript that I have to ask you. Give folks the meaning behind your current company, BTN Advisors.
Oh, so I was in a period of transition, and I decided to do some advisor work. Long story, but I had to think of a name, right?
Right.
And so the story, there's a quote by Mozart that music isn't in the notes, but it's between the notes, and so BTN really stands for between the notes, and how I think often we get so focused on that which we see, and we don't understand that the tempo through which things are delivered, the tone, everything that's in that white space between the notes really makes a big difference.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and I think that we're going to continue to hear so many fascinating stories here from the Oliver Wyman Health Innovation Summit, and I'm delighted to bring those speakers here to you at the Guidewell Insights Lounge. So Dr. Bradley, thank you for your time. My name is Kate Warnock. Thank you so much for watching.